For my final project, I coded a Tanks game. Tanks is a single player game where you try and destroy the other tank before it kills you. You can adjust the power and angle of your shot and drive around the battlefield to get a better shot. There's a wall in the middle blocking your path that changes its height and location every game, keeping it fresh and new every time. At the start of my coding adventure, I wasn't able to get anything to come up on the screen when I ran it for the first 2 months. I found an example code for a Tanks game online that I followed, but once I ran the code, the sample code wouldn't even work properly. Once I started fixing bugs that had already existed in the code, I discovered in the code, I discovered new bugs like the computer tank not shooting, the tanks shooting through the wall, and many other bugs. The first step was for me just to get something to pop up when I ran the code. I started with the menu that pops up when you run the code. Once I had that up and running, the next step was for the code to be able to do simple things like have one of the tanks fire and move around. The next step was to for the two tanks to deal damage to each other, and then finally, once I had the basic functions working properly, I fixed up the last few bugs and made some improvements on the code. Um, this is the screen that you get when you run the code. You can click on controls, see all the controls, and you can play the game. You're the tank. The player controls the tank on the right, and the computer controls the tank on the left. You can see the power in the middle of the top middle of the screen, and you fire and you try to shoot the other tank. And you can see that there's two health bars on the top of the screen. The health bar on the right belongs to you, and the health bar on the left belongs to the computer tank. Now, once I hit the tank, you can see that health bar went down. The same for me. The game keeps going until one of the tanks is destroyed. Hopefully, I can get it right here. One more shot. And this is the screen that comes up when it's over, and you can play again. You can look at the controls again, or you can quit the code. And that's it.